Nestled in the rolling hills of Sonoma County's beautiful Russian River Green Valley, the estate is situated only 10 miles from the Pacific Ocean. The sea's cooling breezes and drifting fog create the perfect microclimate for growing Chardonnay and Pinot Noir grapes. That is why Marimar Torres chose this ideal location to bring her family's legacy of fine wines to California. Marimar Torres was born in Barcelona and has been involved in the wine business her entire life.
Because I come from a family that has been producing wine since the 17th century, I think that wine has been in my blood probably since I was born.
She is fluent in 6 languages and has studied at the University of Barcelona, Stanford, and at UC Davis, where she received her training in enology and viticulture. The Torres family has been growing grapes near Barcelona in northeast Spain for more than 3 centuries. In 1870, Don Jaime Torres returned from Cuba, where he had made his fortune in the oil and shipping industry. He constructed a large wine cellar and established the House of Torres. Their wines began to be shipped all over the world. 3 generations later, it was Marimar's father, Don Miguel Torres, who propelled the family winery to world prominence. During the Spanish Civil War, the Torres winery was significantly damaged. Don Miguel and his wife Doña Margarita started the reconstruction in 1940, and it was finished 2 years later. Don Miguel died in 1991 after guiding the company through 60 years of growth and progress. Ever since San Francisco became Marimar's home in 1975, she dreamed of building a winery in California. In the early 80s, her father agreed, and after 2 years of searching, she decided upon the Russian River Green Valley appellation in Sonoma County. She began planting the vineyard in 1986. The first release, a 1989 barrel-fermented Chardonnay, debuted in 1991 to great acclaim.
In April of that year, a month before my father died, I went to visit him in Spain and brought him a bottle of the just released Chardonnay. He proclaimed it the best white wine he had ever tasted and told my mother, Margarita, we must have a winery in California. And since that day, she has been the greatest supporter of our California project.
Marimar's brother Miguel now heads the Torres wineries in both Spain and Chile. Today, he is recognized as a pioneer and one of the leading wine growers in the world.
The way we understand at Torres, our philosophy always in Spain, in Chile, or in California, is that we want enology and viticulture to work together. And in a small estate like this, it's ideal because you almost touch the grapes from the cellars.
I think that at our estate, we are aiming to produce not only a great wine, but a great wine with personality. We are really trying to express the personality of that piece of land, the Don Miguel vineyard.
The vineyard encompasses 81 acres, and in the European style, it is planted with 2,000 vines per acre. Miguel's long years of research in Spain show that if yields are kept low, wine qualities improve through high-density planting. To contribute complexity, several clones were selected of each varietal. The Sea, Roued, and Spring Mountain clones were chosen for Chardonnay, and the Christina 88, Swan, Pommard, Lee, and Dijon 115 for Pinot Noir.
The grapes really are the stars. We don't have a winemaker position here because we think of ourselves as a team, as shepherds, to lead those grapes into expressing best the fruit of the vineyard.
The cellar master and the enologist work together with Bill Dyer, the estate's technical director, responsible for overseeing wine production.
From the point of view of the soils, these are very interesting soils. They're called a gold ridge soil, and that is a sandy loam clay that has its origins in volcanic material.
Stephen Spurrier, international wine connoisseur and author, shared his impressions during a recent visit.
Marimar's Pinot Noirs have wonderful depth of fruit. They have wonderful terroir characteristics that say they taste as they come, which they do from a specific vineyard site. And sort of vineyard first and Pinot Noir afterwards. The European idea is that the grape wine is produced in the vineyard. If you don't get grapefruit, really quality grapes coming out of the vineyard, you can't make a great wine.
The winery was built in the style of a Catalan farmhouse. The reception wing, decorated with antique furniture, winemaking utensils, and crockery brought over from Catalonia, includes a spacious dining room with a grand fireplace. The vineyard home is situated on a hill overlooking the estate and reflects the blending of old world tradition with the California lifestyle. Marimar is already instructing the next generation in the ways of the family. Her daughter Christina has learned from a very early age to love the vines and has grown up in the culture of wine traditional in the Mediterranean. She often assists her mother at events held at the winery. In the summer of 1995, an illustrious visitor came to the estate, Prince Felipe, the future King of Spain. After touring the vineyard, he enjoyed Marimar's famous paella. Christina baked her special cookies for him. Marimar is an authority on Spanish cuisine. Her cookbooks have been published in several countries. Her first book, The Spanish Table, explores the cuisines and wines from all regions of Spain. Her second book, The Catalan Country Kitchen, includes recipes from her family, and also from some of the finest restaurants of Catalonia and Barcelona, her hometown.
Cooking really helped me promote the wines, and by the same token, it became something that I enjoyed doing. So the wine helped me cook, and the cooking helped me sell wine.
Family pride and integrity have enabled Torres to blend centuries-old traditions with the latest innovations to produce outstanding wines known the world over. Marimar Torres herself has become a symbol of this heritage.